My god, that intro is long. Hey guys, it's Untitled here with my new Nuzlocke Randomizer Let's Play of Pokemon Platinum. If you need explanation of what all those big words mean, well, Pokemon Platinum's a game in the Pokemon series of the 4th generation. I think it's the 4th generation. I'm being an asshole for explaining that. I would assume you already know what that means. A randomizer means all of the Pokemon that I can catch in the game are randomized, so every area is going to have a different set of Pokemon. I should have probably stayed on the title screen for this to explain this. And also, a Nuzlocke challenge, and like a brief explanation, is that once a Pokemon faints, they are dead. If I run out of all my Pokemon in my game, I lose. It's over. I end the file. I end the Let's Play. So it's a very, intense sort of let's play that's like nothing other because it can end any episode. I think my first one ended on like the 9th episode and another one made it to like around the 50s. So it all depends on where everything ends up. So let's just jump right into the game and have some fun. Hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm not happy to be reading text again on a screen. I'm gonna screw stuff up so often. My name is Roan. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? If you need any advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it. No, thank you. I've been through enough Pokemon in my sad, self-existing lifetime that I don't need to explain this anymore. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Here, I have a Pokeball. Touch the button on the middle of the Pokeball if you please. The good old Lapani. Oh yeah, heads up, my pronunciations are absolute garbage. Call me out in the comments every time I screw something up so I can improve as a human being and not remain the piece of shit that I am now. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and others we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research that may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Oh, there's no like a yes or no, it's just that. I usually like in these Let's Plays to play quote-unquote as myself. So as much as I may come off as a girl on the inside, I am just your plain old Scott with 2 T's. Scott with 1 T is weird. I don't like it that way, but I'm just plain old Scott. That's me. Your name is Scott? What an awful name. Okay, so you're Scott. A fine name, that is. Oh, these two kind. Now, this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? Oh, well, I would have usually chose the first one, but it just so happens that my roommate is Gavin, so I'm gonna go with Gavin, just to, 1, mess with him, and 2, because why not? It's a coincidence, I gotta go for it. It was destiny. It was foretold in the stars. Alright, Scott, the time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure along the way you will discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Ugh, so cheesy. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokemon. Can we please finally get into the game? I just want to get my Pokemon, man. I know all this stuff. We have to talk to our rival, yada yada. Well, he's our friend, not a rival on this one. Pokemon are by our side always, and I hope you understand the meaning of those words. That was the last comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region. Ugh, Kanto. Easily my least favorite region of Pokemon, but we can have that discussion down in the comments. That concludes our special program, Let's Ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on the Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. And already impeding our progress. Gavin getting in the way like usual. There you are. Hey Scott, did you just see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Rowan's... Wait, so he like watched the TV. Either he was like waiting downstairs for us to be done with this episode or with my mother, or he was like at his house like across the street and ran immediately as the episode ended, which in that case, good on you. Nice speed, Gavin. Professor Rowan's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. Oh, hey, is this a new PC? Where was I? Oh, right. We're going to see Professor Rowan and get some Pokemon. I'll be waiting outside. Okay, Scott, if you're late, I'm finding you $10 million. Or Poké Dollars, whatever. I think it's like close to the yen or whatever. The yen. It's a Wii, controlled by a Wii remote. Classic in Nintendo advertising. No, I don't need to know what the X button does. I know what all these buttons do. I just want to get me some Pokemon. I don't need 14 people impeding my progress. This is always so frustrating starting a Pokemon game. Gavin already left. I don't know what it's about, but he was sure in a hurry. So, once we finally get outside our house... Nope! Oh yes, Scott, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... Well, take care, sweetie! Just like, good luck, don't die. A very, charming message from her mother. The Twin Leaf Town theme is... It's alright. It's hard to compete with the classics. I have a real, sweet spot for the second and third generation music, so... Let's see if Gavin's ready yet. Gavin, what was that about? Oh, hey, Scott. I'm going to see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. Oh, jeez, I forgot something. Ah, come on, Gavin. We're trying to get something done here. I'm trying to do a goddamn Let's Play. Here we go. I better take my bag and my journal, too. Oh, hey, Scott. I'll be waiting on the road. I'll find you It's a $10 million fine if you're late. Already committing one of the classic crimes of video games, backtracking. My worst enemy. Not the biggest crime done by this game. Probably like grinding to level up. Even though it's worse in some Pokemon games than others, but too slow. All right, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. What? Don't go in the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter. We don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one. I've got an idea. Now listen, you know wild Pokemon jump out when you go into tall grass, right? So what you do is scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to Sand Gem Town without running into wild Pokemon. That was some really awkward spacing on that in pronunciation. Oh, Pokemon, stick with me. And I don't know why they would put this, even if it's like jokingly in the tutorial, that I may be wrong with this, but I've always been on the assumption if you run into Pokemon faster. So it's kind of like counterproductive. Hold it! Am I gonna go back to my classic trying to do voices for every character? I'll do like an old man wise voice. It'll probably end out Southern. I'm gonna do it Southern. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. This is so bad. Then what is the meaning of going... Nope, I'm just gonna say it normal. I give up. Hey Scott, this old guy. It's Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? It sounds like he's starting us on like a drug addiction, not like playing with cute, adorable Pokemon. Send them on that path to their doom. Don't worry, Rowan, I'm already halfway there. You two, you truly love Pokemon too. They're okay. Whoa, hold up, you're not making any sense here. I didn't quite catch that, so I will ask you again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, don't you? Sure. I complain about impeding progress, and I'm just like, I wanna be a jerk real quick. Me too, I love Pokemon. I'll ask you once again. You two, you truly love... Rowan, come on. We'll both answer 100 times we love Pokemon. Right, Scott? Sure, whatever you say, bud. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly try to enter tall grass without Pokemon of their own. It worries me what people like that would do with Pokemon. Well, then, forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. Aw. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and all. How does one express an exclamation point? How big of you? Very well, then. I will entrust you two with Pokemon. I apologize for putting you through that exercise. However, you must promise me that you'll never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then. Now where? Nope, not doing the... I'll try out the girl voice. Nope. One syllable in and I was already done. Professor Rowan, you left your briefcase at the lake. Oh, is something wrong here? Ah, there it is. Dawn, nice work. I was about to... was entrust these two with their own Pokemon. Pardon? Those Pokemon are hard to replace. Are you sure about giving them away? We exist side by side with Pokemon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There's a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. The place, right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. Really, Professor Rowan? I can't believe it. I'm so happy that I can't keep a straight face. Hey, Scott, you can choose first. Hey, I'm practically a grown-up. I have to show some class here. What an asshole. Okay, so it should be 3-stage Pokemon that are in this thing if the randomizer worked correctly. And I had to do a testing for recording, so that might be the 3 Pokemon. I hope I really is, because I might have got lucky. Also, the icons are going to be wrong, so be wary of that, but they are actually the Pokemon in the description. Okay, so we got a Rhyhorn, which, the randomizer, I think I already said this, automatically puts Pokemon with 3 evolutions. So I can't really get a 3rd evolution because I believe you have to trade to get the 3rd one, so sadly not Rhyhorn. I would love to do a Lekid, but we can't get that 3rd evolution. And that leaves us only with one who I already know it is, and I'm so happy I got this. I got a Mudkip! Wrong generation, but easily my favorite starter out of any of the... Oh, well. Okay, I can't be going and make these broad statements. Mudkip is one of my favorite starters. Easily my favorite starter in that generation, and because it's so hard to go back and play the games until a 3DS emulator comes out, because I hate the weird physical special split they did, I'm gonna take Mudkip and be so excited to have a Swampert. Then I choose you. I'm picking this one. Very well, both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now listen well. The Pokemon you have been entrusted are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me at my lab in Sandgem Town. And now we'll be on our way. Professor, wait for me, please. I'm sorry, please let me pass. How do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems some stern and scary. Scott, we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do right. Are you up for this? I'm not really feeling it. What's with that attitude? Don't be that way. Hey, Scott, we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do. Fine. I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Scott, I challenge you to a battle. And here we go into our first Pokemon battle. Such like an odd rival theme with the weird like claps and everything. You are challenged by Pokemon Trainer Gavin. And also in the randomizer, there's a couple settings you can tweak to. I prefer having it that the Pokemon that the trainers have aren't randomized, so it's like sort of like the normal progression you have, just with like a different like pool of Pokemon you'll be pulling from. But this sort of turned out doubly rough for us. I mean, normally if we were choosing the water-type Pokemon in this slot, we'd have a rough time, but especially because, what in the what? That one hurt you? Yes, that's sort of how battles work, Gavin. We sort of got doubly lucked out because of the dual typing, the water ground against the grass. But I think we can suffice through here. We can live. Well, I think Mudkip, I don't know if Mudkip gets any moves in this generation of Ice leveling up. Maybe Ice Punch, possibly? That would be a godsend for this. But, as usual, we're fighting from behind because our rival's a jerk. We just got super lucked out with the positions of the Pokemon in the randomizer. Because sometimes you'll get, like, someone who has the type of advantage that they'll pick into, but it's whatever. I'm still happy with our choice. And I get to play with a Mudkip. Mudkip is just adorable. I am surprised, though, we didn't get to do the whole nickname thing that you normally do when you pick up the Pokemon. I forget where that's placed in the game. This is, like, the perfect place I like being for a Let's Play, is that I've played this game before. I played this game, like, a bunch of times. So I know, like, the idea and, like, what's gonna happen, but it's been so long that I forget. So it's, like rediscovering an old, like, movie or something that you really enjoyed before. So it's really cool Let's Playing games like this. So it's not blind, and it has that nice twinge of the randomizer and the Nuzlocke on top of it. And this final hit should get us through. Nice. The beginning of the Pokemon games are always the worst. Let's see, can we get a level off that? Hey, there it is. Hopefully a water type move too. Mud Slap, that's even better. Even though I don't know many electric Pokemon will be running too early. What are you saying? We ended up losing? Ooh, $500. I can start sorting, making that payment towards him of the $10 million. A small loan of $10 million to him. I'm beat after that battle. My Pokemon needs rest too. See ya, Scott. We can never escape our house. What's the matter, dear? Wow, that's what happened to you. You and Gavin are lucky to have met Professor Owen. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think what the wild Pokemon might have done to you two. Scott, go see Professor Rome and thank him properly for your Pokemon. His lab is in Sandham Town, isn't it? Now that you have your Pokemon, the tall grass won't be so threatening. Come on, Pokeballs? Running shoes. Okay, thank God we get the running shoes nice and early. I don't have to abuse the speed running button. Going to Sandham Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can go to faraway places much faster. Okay, read the instructions. Fresh to be button dash ever before. Running shoes, blaze and new trails of adventures. Well, isn't that just nifty? Alright. So I think this is a good place to stop off with us getting our first Pokemon, not getting our way out of the town, and I'm going to impede our progress yet again. So I've been SaveAsUntitled. I hope you enjoy my new choice of Let's Play, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys next time.